High zone for Atlanta. Everybody else tight coverage on 3rd down and 5. With the Falcons up 3-0. Bridgewater lofts a pass left side. There's some chicken fighting going on there. The Panthers want a flag, and there is one. A flag finally comes out at the 42-yard line.
That's good because Grady Jarrett was making life miserable back there for Bridgewater, who had to get rid of the ball quickly and took a hit.
Sean Hockley, the referee, talking it over with his officiating crew.
Defense number 26. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
First down, Carolina to the Panther 38.
Yeah, so far, first 3 plays, the defense of Atlanta, they've run all man. So you got to start running man beaters, mesh routes, cross routes, get these guys open.
Odd little formation here, twins to each side, but everybody kind of bunched up tight to the offensive tackles. Bridgewater sprints right, aborts the play, hit out of bounds, and that draws a flag. Bridgewater right in front of the Panther bench area. Might have been bumped late.
Looks like it.
That would be a 15-yarder.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 45. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic. First down.
It's the little things in football. This Spartan game of forward progress. So much that's technical, that's complicated, big, thick, fat playbooks. But if you can just be clean, fewer penalties, take care of the football, it's a Matt Rule law of physics. You give yourself a chance. High backs, flanker right, split end left. 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 47. Bridgewater turns towards us, hands off to the running back who spurts through a nice hole, Mike Davis, and he's down at the 40, a gain of 7. Panther football brought to you by Allen Tate Realtors, official real estate partner of the Panthers. Panthers got that blocked up well. Is Atlanta crowding the Panthers, Kurt?
They are challenging them right now. They are pressing all across the board, and they're saying basically my guy is better than your guy, and we're not going to let you run the game or run the ball in this game. And so far, so good. So for the Panthers, they got to continue to run the ball.
Trips tight to the formation to Bridgewater's right, one back, and a receiver wide left. Atlanta shows in the A gap, swing pass, caught left side to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. Davis tripped up at the 29, first down. Carolina.
Yeah, Keanu Neal tripping over his own feet out there with Mike Davis in the open field, drifting his way to the first down.
I think Mike Davis made him trip over his own feet on that one.
Exactly.
Gain of 11. That was lovely. Just that old saw. Take what's there. You know, Bridgewater doesn't have to reinvent the route tree every time. If you see it, you know it's your first option. It looks good. Get rid of it.
That looked like a Christian McCaffrey move.
Breaking ankles.
Ends in tight, flanker right. One back, Mike Davis. Bridgewater turns towards us, hands to Davis. Davis spins, middle crowded, but he kicks it left, picks up a block. To the 25, to the 20, staying in bounds. A robust run by Davis. Bridgewater throwing a nice fullback block for Mike Davis. The Panthers will have a first down at the Atlanta 10-yard line.
That was a really, really great job right there. I mean, what you saw out of Mike Davis right there is 3 things. The vision, the ability to cut back, and then the toughness to say, I'm not running out of bounds in this play. I'm going to run right at you. And that's the toughness that he brings to this offense.
Got pushed from behind, too. I think Manhurts might have helped road grade that, making sure that his man fell forward. 3-0 Atlanta. Panthers on the march. First down the 11-yard line of the Falcons. One back Samuel, and it's Samuel ripping, running to the 5, cuts left, touchdown, Carolina Panthers. Excellent blocking up front. Samuel got skinny and scored.
2 weeks in a row, Mickey scored. That's his second touchdown back-to-back weeks. Both of them on runs up the middle. Looking like that Ohio State kind of Curtis Samuel there, Kurt.
He is just like a lightning bolt running through between the tackles. They did a great job of pulling the guard across, just kicking out the defensive tackle, and just giving him the seam that he needs. He doesn't need much space, and he is quick and strong at the point of contact.
An amazing athlete, Curtis Samuel. Slide to to put the exclamation point on that. PAT from 33. Out of the Charlton hold, the Jansen snap. Crowd behind the south goalpost likes it, and for good reason it is good. The Panthers answered the Atlanta field goal with a 75-yard, 7-play drive and the touchdown. As we go to break, 7-3 Carolina on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
WBT. Spend your mornings with the guy that grew up right down the street.
I started working at this radio station when I was 16 years old, and I was in high school, Park High School.
I was raised on the radio.
In between sections of the lower bowl, some of the upper deck sections are open. There's some fans in the upper deck just across the field from us, and it feels good. Nighttime football, primetime ball at Bank of America Stadium. The slide kickoff well over Powell's head and out of bounds behind the return man. Let's go to Kristen Balboni on the sideline.
Mick, you mentioned the energy here. I can attest to it, and it certainly helps when you score a touchdown. The Panthers had to settle for 3 field goals against the Falcons a couple of weeks ago down in Atlanta, so I'm sure they were happy to have that first offensive drive and a touchdown, and even happier to see Taylor Moton spike the ball after that Curtis Samuel touchdown. That's something that they have been doing since training camp. Taylor Moton always gives it a huge spike no matter who scores the touchdown.
The T-Mo spike coming soon to a website near you. Gurley over left tackle, 4 before Franklin. Woodrow Hamilton to hear Whitehead got to the party. We call some of these other names for you. Haynes, Shaq Thompson, told you Obata, Jeremy Chin, Sam Franklin, Trey Boston, Dante Jackson rounding out the defense. Larkin's also in, but hang loose because this staff loves to sub in. Backs in the offset eye. 2nd down, 6 Atlanta, down 4 early to Carolina. Tight end coming across on a wham block to protect for Matt Ryan, who fires over the middle mid-range, and he's got a receiver there. And it's Julio Jones, first down to the 42.
Who Trey Boston called the best receiver in the league despite whatever injuries he's been battling, and off to a hot start and has 3 catches, 65 yards in his first quarter.
Yeah, right now we call that the bang 8, so it's the play action, and off of the play action he's running an 8-step in cut, and when you're giving him so much space and the other safety's not ready to drive on it, it's an easy pitch and catch for Matt Ryan and Julio.
Ryan, a black glove on his left hand. His right hand is bare. He resets, pulls away from Alex Mack pre-snap, points at his temples, left and right. Here's the handoff to Gurley off the Smith block, and Gurley splashes towards the near side, falls down head first at the 44. He got a couple, second down and 8. And the Falcons sub a tight end out. Stocker. Now Smith leaves the huddle. That's stretching the substitution rules right there. I know, that should be a flag. Matt is a wet hen on the sideline, wanting that to be called. Trey Boston, single high safety. Matt Ryan, 5 on the play clock. One back to his left. 3 in the pattern. Ryan lofts it to Julio Jones. Another in cut, and he's open. Caught Panther territory, the 37-yard line. Jones is killing Carolina.
Yeah, right there they brought what we call a fire zone blitz. So we brought Jeremy Chin from the strong side. We dropped down Sam Franklin to be a seam flat over number 2. Kept Trey Boston in the middle. So it's a one-on-one coverage basically with Dante Jackson. And there's so much space underneath that Matt Ryan is able to throw it over the linebackers. And it's a very tough play one-on-one with Julio.
Middle first quarter, 7-3 Panthers. But this Ryan Jones combination is in sync. Flanker right, 2 receivers to the near side. 1 back. It's Gurley. Hit right away and yanked down by the waist. Good tackle by Whitehead. Thompson was coming in high to clean it up, but Whitehead did most of the work.
And that's what you need to see out of this defense is you need to stop this run. Make them one-dimensional. That way you can focus all of your attention on what they're trying to do on the pass game attack. But right now they have a 2-headed monster with the run game and the play action that's coming off of it with Julio Jones coming open on a lot of times.
Ridley and Gage go right along with Hurst, the tight end. Single receiver to the near side. Got to watch out for Ridley because he can be a pest. Panthers blitz up the middle. Ryan has to get rid of it soon, and he throws behind his intended receiver on the shallow cross. That's not a sack, but it's a hurry, it's a pressure, and it brings up 3rd and 10.
And that was one of our keys to the game is you have to plant seeds of doubt with your pass rush. Right now they're forcing the Panthers to blitz a lot more than what they wanted to, probably, but you have to get after Matt Ryan early and let him know the ball has to come out of your hands sooner than you think.
Jones, the last to leave the huddle. He looks like about a 40-year-old man sometimes with a hamstring, a hip, and various ailments, but he's still deadly poison. Panthers, double A-gap blitz possibly coming, and Ryan calls the timeout. Timeout Falcons. Atlanta's second timeout. Did the Panthers force that maybe by bringing a couple of torpedoes up into both A-gaps, Kurt?
Absolutely. I think that's what we're seeing quickly is you can't just sit back and just try to play zone coverage right now. You have to get after Matt Ryan. You have to bring pressure. And obviously, they're kind of decimated. The D-line is decimated with Zach Kerr out obviously this week. KK Short is short. Yeah, he's out for the season. So you have to get the pressure. And how do you do it? Sometimes you have to simulate the pressure by bringing 5, 6 people and say, guys, you cover for 2 seconds, we're going to get after him.
Jones to Dante Jackson's side, the near side. 3rd down and 10. The Panther 36 near hash. Falcons white jerseys, black hats, black pants, red piping. And the officials come in, and the Panthers call a timeout. A chess game going on here at Bank of America with the Panthers up by 4 points.
You think it's the 4th quarter right now? We're seeing these timeouts called.
Well, and one thing that you have to understand is this. The play before Atlanta called the timeout, we were going to bring a blitz. And then you say they come out and empty. And what they want to do is they want to expose what the defense is doing and so that Matt Ryan knows exactly where he can go with his read. I don't think the Panthers like what they had called originally. And this is smart. If you don't like what you have called, let's replan, let's regroup, let's give ourselves time to figure out how to play empty.
Trey Boston said this week that Matt Rule lets the coordinators coordinate. He doesn't micromanage.
Trey Boston doesn't do that, huh?
Oh, Trey micromanages. He says Matt Rule doesn't micromanage. 3 receivers to the right, split in left, 1 back. Panthers back up pre-snap, and somebody was in the neutral zone.
I think they moved on the left side.
True that, Zoe. False start, Atlanta.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
And it took an either tackle. Both Jake Matthews and Caleb McGarry, who they called that on, both lifted early.
They sure did, yeah. Both kick stepped to pass set too soon. Could have been either one. 7-3 Carolina. 4:44 remaining first quarter. Beautiful night, Bank of America Stadium. Light rain in the forecast. Big Derek Brown. Not even in a stance, just a stand-up nose tackle. Matt Ryan climbs the pocket, has a receiver complete the 25-yard line. First down. He dropped it, but it was after the play had been whistled dead. Ryan to Ridley for good yardage, and that was timely.
And Shapen last week or 4 days ago in New Orleans, 3rd and 15 conversion.
Yeah, I mean, they ran a Tampa 2. They only brought 3 people, and so you had 8 guys in the back end, and that's too easy of a throw when you give them the time.
After the penalty backed him up, after Atlanta used a timeout, they converted. Wing on the left, it's a running play. Hill kicks it right, looking for the edge, and he's got it. Slices out of bounds at the Carolina 13. First down. Edge control, the different crack tosses, the zone stretch cutback, some of the wide zones have been a problem this year for the Panther defense. 7-3 Carolina. Falcons a first down in the red zone again, this time at the 13-yard line to the Panthers with the ball at the right hash. Ryan jabs at the turf with his right foot, sending Julio Jones in motion between him and Gurley. It's a throw towards the end zone, incomplete. Julio Jones targeted. Whitehead laid a shoulder into him, no flag. He pulled up just in time. A second down and 10.
And Kurt, did you see who else was open on that play, though? Calvin Ridley was just running open, and that was a touchdown.
He was, but Trey Boston did a great job of holding Matt Ryan. He stayed in the middle, making Matt Ryan think that Calvin Ridley was not open, and he was able to converge on Julio Jones late. That was the way to play the post safety, Trey Boston.
Starting to rain a little harder. Trips left, single receiver to the right. 1 back. Ryan in the shotgun. Second down 10 to Carolina 13. Panthers rush 4. Ryan bumped, gets away. Haynes giving chase. Ryan throws off balance into the end zone. Right corner, incomplete, broken up. It's third down and 10.
And that's what they're going to have to do. The young guys are going to have to step up. They're going to have to make some plays. Matt Ryan did a really good job of extending the play, moving around. And Julio was just trying to get free, but Troy Pride Jr. did a great job of what we call playing through the hands. Julio was going to catch that ball, but Troy Pride did a great job of getting his arm through there and raking his hands apart.
Ryan brings him up, sets him down, trips to the near side. First the tight end to the right, and 1 back. On third down and 10. Ryan from a muddy pocket. He'll be taken down. Bear hugged and dropped by Obata. That is another sack for the Panthers Neighborhood Kitchen, presented by Blue Cross NC, sacking hunger by donating meals for every Panther sack this season.
And twice this defense is held in the red zone on 2 really proactive drives by Atlanta. They got to set up a field goal tries.
Bend but don't break. Keep it in front of you. Make the offense work for what they get. On 4th and 14, ball right in the middle of the field for the 27-yard Younghoe Koo field goal try. He's accurate, and he's got it. Splits the uprights. Atlanta has pulled to within 1. They have 2:36 to go in the first quarter, and the score, Panthers 7, Atlanta 6.
And now another edition of Obvious News from Geico.
Obvious News!
A study says that soft talkers do not make great radio personalities. We asked local librarian Steve Sage about this, and here's what he said.
Honestly, I don't buy it. I think I make very captivating radio.
Also in obvious news, Geico makes it easy to save money and easy to manage your policy with the Geico app. So switching is a really smart decision. How does Steve feel about this?
I love the Geico app. I use it all the time.
That's obvious news from Geico.
Come experience the excitement of game day at Bank of America Stadium. A limited number of lower-level tickets are available for all remaining Panthers home games. Get authentic, guaranteed tickets from the Panthers and other fans via Ticketmaster or at panthers.com/tickets.
Here at Academy Sports and Outdoors, we want everyone to stay safe while doing more of what they love. So whether you're planning a fishing trip, heading out for a run, prepping your lease, or playing sports in the backyard, we have all the gear you need to enjoy more sports and outdoors, all at prices you'll love. And with curbside pickup available, it's never been easier to shop all our brands in-store and online at academy.com. Because whatever you love doing, we're here to help you have more fun out there.
A Panther doesn't quit when our backs are against the wall, when victory seems out of reach, and when Sunday arrives, we the fans find the power to keep pounding. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Panthers, and to make sure that no matter what, we never say die. Let's go Panthers! Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Mick Mixon, Kurt Coleman, Jim Zoki, Kristen Balboni with you from this gorgeous patch of real estate in uptown Charlotte. Panthers 7, Falcons 6. Atlanta squeezes off 12 plays on the drive, settles for a field goal. Panther football brought to you by Morris Jenkins. When your plumbing or AC is acting up, call Morris Jenkins or visit morrisjenkins.com. Youngwei Koo, kicker of South Korean origin, played collegiately at Georgia Southern. His football pants can barely be called football pants. He has no knee pads. It looks like somebody took a pair of scissors and trimmed them up about mid-thigh. He has very small shoulder pads. If he didn't have a football helmet on, it would look like a soccer player had somehow gotten through security and gotten onto the field. Right-footed kicker, and he hits it. Possibly returnable, Pharaoh Cooper. From 1 yard deep, out he comes. 5, cuts to the right, 10, to the 15, breaks one tackle, to the 20. Oh, and then he got pummeled out of bounds, and that draws a flag. Lots of flags.
And there was a flag on the kickoff part of it, too, on Atlanta and their takeoff, so they had 2 penalties here.
Sean Hockley, son of Ed Hockley, the muscular lawyer, former NFL official with the big biceps, sleeves rolled up. Sean Hockley, a more modestly built referee.
Aren't they all compared to Ed Hockley?
I think so, yeah. Ed had those pipes that he was proud of.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both on the kicking team. Illegal formation, number 44. This penalty is declined. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 40. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
First down, Carolina, 7-6 Panthers, 2:31 to go first quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
WBT AM Charlotte, WBT FM Chester, WLNK HD2 Charlotte.
1110 and 99.3 WBT, your home for Carolina Panthers football.
Some of the drizzle slowing up now as Teddy Bridgewater. 2-glove Teddy, white towel dangling from the front of his uniform. Gets the Panthers out of the huddle, but then Sean Hockley comes over and says, wait a second, guys, we're still in the TV timeout. You can relax for a minute. Ball's at the 37, but it should be at the 34, and they now replace it. (7-6) Carolina. Bridgewater sends Ian Thomas and 2 receivers to the right. Now Robbie Anderson leaves that setup. Jogs out to a flanker left side position. Bridgewater looking that way. Throws it to Anderson. Caught, flag down. Anderson pulls away 50 to the 40. Brought down at the 39 of the Falcons.
Yeah, you have to love his ability to catch and run with the football. Great job of motioning him, understanding that it's man coverage, which they've been primarily running all day long. But great job of getting open and getting with the ball.
Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense number 33. This penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
The receiving core for the Panthers just has to keep D coordinators up late at night. Samuel, Moore, Anderson. Panthers in all black, attacking left to right. 2:12 to go first quarter. Backs are in the eye. Armah offset to the far sideline. Davis, draws a crowd. He's outnumbered, backs up and gets hit down at the 30. Check it, the 44-yard line. He lost 4 yards. A running clock at 1:48. Cooper and Anderson come in. Samuel and Armah check out.
Yeah, Davis just never had a chance on that one. Deion Jones, kind of second wave, a slight delay at the linebacker. Right up the middle there was the first contact on Mike Davis on that play.
And Jones is good. LSU fifth year, active linebacker, makes plays. 2x2 receivers, one back Davis. Bridgewater on the delay, hands to Davis, squirts up the middle to the 45 to 40. And he's jacked up at the 38. So he got the lost yardage back plus 1. Third down and 9. 1:05 to go in the first. Samuel goes left. Ian Thomas to the left. Anderson not sure where to go. Teddy Bridgewater, natural-born problem solver, gets in position. Part of Stack Twins to the right. On third down and 9. Atlanta crowding Carolina again. Bridgewater sees it. Paradis snaps it to him. Straight set, pressure coming. Bridgewater engulfed at the 50-yard line. Never had a chance.
No, he didn't have a chance, but you saw that it was a zone blitz because of there was no one walked out on the running back. So when they brought in Mike Davis, you knew that the pressure was coming. You knew that it wasn't man, but you have to get rid of the ball quickly. You can't take these sacks. You have to give Joey and the company an opportunity to make the field goal.
Panthers will punt it away. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Charlton, arms dangling at his sides. 4 seconds. 3, 2. There's your quarter. The Panthers will punt it, but not until the second quarter arrives after this timeout. At the end of 1 from Bank of America Stadium, it is Carolina 7 and the Falcons 6.
A Panther doesn't quit when our backs are against the wall, when victory seems out of reach, and when Sunday arrives, we the fans find the power to keep pounding. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Panthers and to make sure that no matter what, we never say die. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey Panthers fans, when it comes to game day, it's all about the food, and Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, crowd-pleasing party platters, or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter's fuel points, you'll earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of the Carolina Panthers.
Today tastes like game day at home. Like assigned couch seating. Tastes like coffee table dining. And an ice-cold Coke to cool down the heat. Today tastes like the exact same chicken wings as the last time we won. Like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Together tastes better.
This is Brian Burns, and you're listening to Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Panthers 7, Falcons 6. We had the quarter number 2. Stats are brought to you by Harris Teeter, where Panther fans shop for groceries. And in that first quarter, Atlanta 134 yards of offense despite trailing on the scoreboard, 68 for the Panthers. They had 4 penalties for 43 yards. Atlanta did none against the Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater, 3 out of 4 passing, 43 yards. Mike Davis ran for 25 yards on 4 attempts. Robbie Anderson, 32 yards on 2 receptions. Matt Ryan, 7 out of 10 for 119. 85 of those yards to Julio Jones on 4 receptions. And to Brian Hill, 1 carry for 12 yards.
Pretty even ball games on the scoreboard and also on the stat sheet. The penalties, as you mentioned, a big notch in the Panthers' favor, especially if that continues. Charlton's got all the shots, the rugby-style punt, and that's what he selects. Blustery wind here at the stadium. Fair catch asked for and made by Brandon Powell at the 17. Let's go to Kristen Balboni.
Mick, I was watching the offensive line coming off the field and gathering up after giving up that sack. And Teddy Bridgewater came down from his spot on the other end of the sideline all the way down to where the offensive line was, put his hand on Greg Little's shoulder, gave him a little squeeze and a nod, essentially saying, it's okay, it's okay. Also, just want to let you know, no more rain as of right now. It is pretty dry down here.
What's the wind situation feel like, Kristen?
It's brisk. It's brisk. You can see the flags on top of the goalposts moving a little bit, so that could definitely be a factor.
Panther football brought to you by Coke, official fan refreshment of the Carolina Panthers. Cover 2 look in the back for the Panthers. Ryan fakes play action to Hill. Lofts a pass down the field. Intercepted. Picked off Carolina at the 40-yard line. Dante Jackson got it.
That was a great job right there. The Atlanta Falcons coming out with the boot, drop back, and the great thing that Dante did, he was on top, and as soon as Matt sailed the ball over Calvin Ridley, he was in a great position to be able to catch the ball.
Caught it cleanly, went to the Falcon bench, and sat down on their bench. The Falcons objected, and then Jeremy Chin came over along with Weatherly to try to officiate that.
Well, it's their bench, but it's in our stadium, so technically.
Exactly, they're just using it, that's right. So the pick gives it back to the Panthers at the 40-yard line after the appropriate photo op in the end zone. The Thieves Avenue fellows come to the Panther bench area all excited. 7-6, Carolina. Did you take a bite here? Try to go quick strike after the turnover. Flanker left, 1 back, ends in tight. Handoff, sweep coming to Davis, and he's trucking left side. Finally puts a foot in the ground and powers to the 34. A gain of 5.5 yards. They call it 2nd and 4.
Did I see P.J. Walker out there at wide receiver?
Yes, you did.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with that. I feel like there's something developing over there. Stay tuned.
Yeah, he's on the left side on that.
A little razzle-dazzle maybe. Good observation, Kurt. Handoff to Davis. Makes the first rusher miss. Tries to flow right, and then the Falcons arrive in numbers and popping after a gain of a couple of yards. But that was, magical to not get taken down for a loss or at least no gain. Davis doesn't give up on these plays. 7-6 Carolina. Panthers in their all black. 3 by 2 receivers, 3 to the near side. Bridgewater in the shotgun. Single high safety look, Atlanta. They're set to rush 5. Now Bridgewater with the reset, 9 on the play clock. Turns and says something to Samuel. In fact, brings Samuel back into the backfield with him. 3 receivers to the near side, now 1 to the right. Samuel catches the quick swing pass to the right, puts on the accelerator, and will have a first down. Knifes out of bounds far sideline, the Falcon 28.
Mr. Third Down there, Perry. He comes through every time.
He comes through, and the amazing thing is I think the whole stadium knows we're going to go to Curtis Samuel on this, but you can't do anything about it right there because they were in man. And once Teddy realized that they were in man, he brought him back into the backfield, and Robbie Anderson cut across Keenan Neal's man, which was Curtis Samuel for the first down. Great job.
That's what Teddy Bridgewater gives you. A highly intelligent trigger man. 27 years old, has seen a lot of football. Flanker right, split end left. Falcons crowd Carolina again. Here's the flea flicker. Davis flicks it back to Bridgewater, who targets Samuel. No, he did not. Yes, he did make the touchdown catch. Right underneath Ricardo Allen.
Allen took a big swipe at it, thought he was going to bat it down, and it ends up in the hands of Samuel, a perfectly thrown ball by Teddy.
Absolutely. That was just a great job with the flea flicker. The O-line stayed strong at the point that gave Teddy time to throw the ball. Kurt Bangs did a great job of just concentrating on the football. And yes, Ricardo Allen did take a swipe at it, but that was just a great pass and catch by Teddy Bridgewater to Curtis.
Allen swung his arm like a tennis player trying to smash a lob. He swung his arm at it, and he missed. And the ball went right to Samuel. PAT coming to make it 14-6. Snap. Spot. Slides. Kick. Yes. He got it. The Panthers go 4 plays, 40 yards after the Jackson pick. Timeout. Carolina 14, the Falcons 6. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
One game. One dream.
Yes, Charlotte, there is a Super Bowl, and we're in it.
This is the home of the Panthers. News Talk 1110 and 99.3 WBT.
Okay, so there's a lot of talk out there about taxes. So here's the deal. Joe Biden will not raise your taxes. Period. Full stop. The Biden tax plan makes sure that working people come first. That's why if you make less than $400,000 a year, your taxes won't go up 1 penny. Hear that? Not 1 penny. Because you deserve a break, not the wealthy and well-connected. That's why Joe Biden will not raise your taxes. Instead, he'll invest in education, jobs, and opportunities for our communities. Donald Trump isn't telling you the truth, but what's new? Trump's tax plan is a $1.3 trillion giveaway to the big banks and corporations, and we get stuck with the bill. He's only ever looked out for the rich guys every time, never for us. So when it comes to taxes, Joe Biden is the only one who gets it, and he won't raise your taxes. It's time for a change.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
The Carolina Panthers are game day ready with their defensive
congratulating Curtis and also went down to the offensive line and gave fist bumps to everyone on the line for their play and that touchdown.
Did Timo do the spike?
Sure did.
In the end zone, 2 Timo spikes. Toss sweep. Coming near side, Hill makes a Panther miss. And then slices out of bounds close to the first down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was just a toss right to the offensive side. They were able to collapse and keep Jeremy Chin inside, catch him looking. Sam Fleming just got to continue to run through his outside shoulder and get him down.
Kind of that crack toss we were talking about earlier where Blake throws that block to seal Chin. He can't get to the outside. Second down short. High backs. Stocker, the tight end, traded from near to far. Ryan hands to the tailback, Hill, who blasts off a right tackle for a couple. He'll have the first down to the 37. Falcons alternate Their backs, they don't mind getting Hill oiled up to spell Gurley. And then sometimes they go old school with the fullback, Keith Smith, in the backfield. 14-6 Carolina. Matt Ryan, the NFL's leading passer, has Gage in motion from near to far. Looking at Jones instead, going to the left side, a seam route, and it's caught. A great catch by Hurst, the tight end. He reached down, caught the low pass, and then was tackled at the Panther 45, first down.
They picked that right up the grass. He had 6 catches, 68 yards against Detroit last week, and now getting more involved in the offense each week.
And it looks like Matt Ryan's trying to push the ball now instead of just trying to throw it. He's scared of throwing another interception early in this game.
Falcons going tempo, no huddle, trying to catch the Panthers unaware. Whistles pre-snap, haul everything. No flag on the field that I see.
They reviewing that catch maybe by Hurst on the previous play. It was low to the ground.
Could be, yeah.
Carolina is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass. Timeout.
Good observation. Zoka's Closer Look brought to you by Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, providing premier eye and ENT care to North and to South Carolina. Ooh.
That looks like a good challenge right there.
It does. We got to go to break, but we have foretold what we think it's going to be. Timeout with the score, Carolina 14 and Atlanta 6.
A Panther doesn't quit when our backs are against the wall, when victory seems out of reach, and when Sunday arrives, we the fans find the power to keep pounding. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Carolina Panthers, and to make sure that no matter what, we never say die. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Panthers fans, be sure to stay connected to your Carolina Panthers with the Panthers at-home membership presented by Coca-Cola. For only $65 per month, you'll receive unique Panthers items delivered to your home, pre-game virtual film breakdowns with Panthers legends every week, chances to win autographed items, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, and much more. Visit Panthers.com/membership for more information or to sign up today.
Although it's not officially part of their name, service is always first at FSI Office. And while it's true they offer the best office products and furniture in the Carolinas, their service is what you'll appreciate most. Helping customers in our community is not just part of who they are, it's the foundation for everything they do. So they're proud to work with the Panthers to honor the Carolinas' hardworking educators with the Teacher of the Week program. FSI Office. See it, want it, get it.
It's bow time. So it's game time, and you got a bunch of rabid fans.
Dad, we're hungry.
You head out to fire up burgers and dogs and go from grill master to MVP, but you're at a GAS. Drop a big bow box on it. Game on. Feed a family of 4 with 8 pieces of chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. And rep your squad with an official Carolina Panthers big bow box. It's bow time.
Carolina is charged a timeout. Their second is a half. It's first down.
Didn't look right. Yeah, looked like the ball hit the ground. Agreed. Challenge it again.
They must have said that he controlled it before it hit the ground, but I disagree with that one.
He did not, yeah.
Ed Hockley's son, I don't know about it.
Trips right. Now Hurst, the widest of those on the right, becomes a wing on the right. Swing pass out of the backfield, dropped by Hill. Oh, he had it, and he had a few yards in front of him. Ball just clanked off his hands, incomplete. Second and 10 from the Carolina 45. 14-6 Panthers. 11:13 to go until halftime. Ryan motions Hill out of the backfield. Hill swings out to the left side. Falcons going left to right. White jerseys, black hats, black pants. Panthers rush 4. Ryan has room, has time, finds Hurst underneath, and he is hit hard. Panthers get a shoulder into him right on the catch. It'll be short of the first down, but a completed pass to the Carolina 38-yard line.
That was a great play and drive by Shaq Thompson right there. Dude dropped back into his zone, but Shaq Thompson did a great job of coming back to the wide receiver and delivering a great blow.
Well, the Falcons got a favorable spot on that. They move it to the 37. Third down and 2. Panthers have 3 down linemen. 4 at the second level. It's Allison right up the middle, and he'll have the first down to the 34. Falcons have driven the ball. They have just 2 field goals, but every time they've had it, they've moved it and gotten into the red zone, except for the turnover, of course, except for that 1 interception, Ryan, too. Hill the lone setback. Hurst, Ridley, Gage go left, and Zacchaeus goes right. Ryan hands in the clamshell position, sends Hurst in motion towards the left tackle. Toss sweep to Hill heading left. Ducks to the inside, runs right into 3 black jersey Panthers. A gain of a yard to the 33.
That was a much better job of stopping this toss play right there. They had the tight end at the number 2 position, motion him down, tried to have him come and crack Stephen Weatherly, and he did a great job of being able to recognize and getting around it and turn the ball back inside of Shaq Thompson.
Yeah, I agree. Weatherly got blocked, but then kind of got back up and participated in the play. Second down, 9, Atlanta. Trey Boston playing deep center field. Hill the lone setback. Ryan has a receiver on the in break. It's caught. 20 to the 15. Tripped up at the 14-yard line, Calvin Ridley. And Ridley not getting up. Staying down on one knee.
One of the best receivers in the league this year, 3rd in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. Dragged down from behind on that play by Jeremy Chin.
Ridley is in the same Pop Warner League in Pompano Beach, Florida, as Lamar Jackson. Looking at a replay, caught the ball cleanly, and then was just roll tackled, but has not gotten up yet, possibly an ankle. Let's take a break. Atlanta driving, 9 minutes to go until halftime. The score remains 14-6, Carolina.
NFL fans, go to NFLshop.com and get your favorite player's jersey, name, and number t-shirt or collectible. Are you ready for the next game? Shop now for the most up-to-date assortment for all 32 teams, including face coverings. NFL Shop has game day covered with jerseys, apparel, and at-home essentials for cheering on your team. You'll choose from the largest assortment for all 32 teams, as NFL Shop is the destination for officially licensed NFL gear. Head to NFLshop.com today for your special offer.
Come experience the excitement of game day at Bank of America Stadium. A limited number of lower-level tickets are available for all remaining Panthers home games. Get authentic, guaranteed tickets from the Panthers and other fans via Ticketmaster or at panthers.com/tickets.
Today tastes like game day at home. Like assigned couch seating. Tastes like coffee table dining. And an ice-cold Coke to cool down the heat. Today tastes like the exact same chicken wings as the last time we won. Like the game you've waited for all week with friends you've known your whole life. Today tastes like watching football is supposed to. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Together tastes better.
Ridley stayed down a bit, then got up and jogged off. Panthers go Haynes, Hamilton, Larkin, Obata up front. 1st and 10 Falcons, the Carolina 14 near hash. And a 14-6 score with the Panthers out in front. As we've said, the Falcons have driven the ball, but they have just the 2 field goals. Now Brown, Burns, and Taylor check in. Larkin, Obata, and Hamilton trot off. Larkin's interesting. Austin Larkin, he's the nephew of Barry Larkin, former baseball star. Hill. The great Matt Ryan, Matty Ice. In the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Matt gives it to him. Hill on a slice. No dice. Panthers right there waiting for him. Might have gotten the yard to the 13. Derek Brown's fun to watch.
He's really starting to come into his own. I really like the development that he's had, and he called himself out early in the season saying, I need to get back to where I was in college as far as being the playmaker and the tone setter, and he's doing that.
Second down and 9. Brown lining up, head over to center to veteran Alex Mack. Ryan with Gage in quick jet sweep motion to the left. Ryan on the back pedal, being chased. Drift to the right, a pump fake. He'll run, and he may score. Pylon, right side. And a touchdown.
A slow developing run by Matt Ryan, but he had a lot of field to run to on that side. Made the right play, obviously.
Yeah, Troy Pride and Trey Boston right there, they ran a bracket on Julio Jones. As soon as Julio ran the cross route, Troy Pride became free. He ended up slipping, unfortunately, when he was trying to tackle or run to tackle Matt Ryan, and that would have been the free man to make the play.
Ryan just did get inside the pylon for the touchdown. 14-12 Carolina with the PAT coming. It's up. It is good. So the Falcons have pulled to within 1. 8:02 to go until halftime. The score, Panthers 14 and the Falcons 13.
Smart decisions bring the biggest returns. Like the 2020 GMC Sierra, built on a foundation of professional-grade engineering that brings us strong performance year after year. Offering the world's first multi-pro tailgate. This tailgate takes innovation to the next level with 6 distinct functions that let you load, unload, and access the cargo box quicker and easier. Test drive a 2020 GMC Sierra today and experience a wise investment that really delivers. GMC, professional-grade truck of the Carolina Panthers.
At Ortho Carolina, my personalized orthopedic care feels like home because video visits bring my provider to me. Ortho Carolina, my care, my way.
Schedule your in-person or virtual appointment today at orthocarolina.com.
Cal Cunningham's affair with the wife of an injured veteran tells us a lot. The Charlotte Observer asked, quote, how could a U.S. Senate candidate risk so much? It's reckless and arrogant. It's all about himself. The News and Observer said, quote, his selfishness in taking this risk should deeply trouble North Carolinians. The Charlotte Observer called Cal, quote, a husband who leverages his marriage as a campaign asset. And then he does this to his wife and children? Who does that to their family? It's more than disappointing. It's disqualifying. North Carolinians are saying Cunningham doesn't belong in the U.S. Senate. Just listen to Mary Stewart from Raleigh.
It tells me everything I need to know about Cal's character.
And Melissa from Wilmington. I can't vote for someone like that. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Matt Ryan, a 13-yard touchdown run. The Falcons pulled within 1 of the Panthers. 14-13, Carolina leads. 8:02 to go in quarter number 2 here at Bank of America Stadium. Injury updates are brought to you by Atrium Health. You deserve to live your best life, and Atrium Health is here to help. Both for Atlanta, the injuries are Kendall Sheffield being evaluated for concussion. That was that friendly fire hit he took from his own teammate, Cannon Neal. And then no official word yet on Calvin Ridley. He did grab his left foot and then went off the field under his own power, but those are the 2 Atlanta injuries so far.
Ridley was testing it as he ran off. He would accelerate and then high step a little as if he was trying to work some of the pain out.
I'm watching him walk through the tunnel right now, but if you look to your left, oh, sure enough, yeah, there he goes.
The kickoff's a knuckler. Bounces once at the 5. Cooper drifts over, takes a look at it, but lets it squirt by the Pean Panthers at the end zone to our right. And Carolina will come out to the 25. Don't you guys think, and Christian too, that Chase Blackburn's special teams units have voted up well this year so far?
I think so, absolutely. You look at some of the mishaps that they had last year. I think addressing that with Farrell Cooper, you have a sturdy and stabilized returner on both the punt and kick game. He's done a great job so far.
Teddy Bridgewater saunters up, tugging at the cuffs of each of the black gloves on each hand. Ready for the shotgun snap. He's got it. Pressure in his face, but he unloads to Thomas over the middle. Thomas rumbling 30, 35 to the 40, the 45-yard line. Ian Thomas. How about that? Someone with a uniform number in the 80s making a difference out there.
That's great to see. I love to see Ian Thomas get involved in the passing game. He did a great job of setting up. There was a miscommunication between the two DBs, and he was wide open for that play.
Kevin 21. Teddy took a big shot there, got right back up. Slot right, one back, and it's Samuel. Samuel dancing across midfield, and he's tripped up at the Atlanta 45. A gain of 9 yards, Curtis Samuel.
He's just a great change of pace. He's like a little lightning bolt, but he's much bigger than when I say little. But he's a much different type of back than Mike Davis is, and I think it's a great change of pace to bring him in and out.
Sure seems to work when Samuel's able to go. Panthers really missed it in the Bears game. Twins to the near side, double tights on the right. One back. And Bridgewater hands to Davis. Davis will have the first down, but he is spilled at the 43. 6:40 to go until halftime. 1 point Panther lead. Panther football brought to you by Morris Jenkins, Plumbing, AC. Morris Jenkins can handle it all. Visit morrisjenkins.com. A clean game so far for Matt Rule's Panthers, and that's part of Coach Rule's fingerprint. Win the giveaway, takeaway game, low penalties, be crisp with it. Man hurts a wing on the far side. Bridgewater with 8 on the play clock, plenty of time. Atlanta single high zone. Bridgewater's got to figure something out. In fact, he has to call a timeout. Better to be safe with it at the Atlanta 43. Pressure shifting now to the Panther offense as Atlanta scored to pull to within 1. This timeout brought to you by Talk It Out NC, statewide program funded by the North Carolina ABC Commission. The idea, reduce the problem of underage alcohol consumption. Parents, coaches, teachers, caregivers, other role models are encouraged to take the pledge to reduce underage drinking. So timeouts remaining. Carolina is out of timeouts. The Falcons have 1. Bridgewater warmed up with no stockings. He was showing just a lot of bare calf, but then they went in for the last time. He got some long socks, stockings to go up just under his knee. The familiar number 5, Teddy Bridgewater. On 1st and 10, the Falcon 43, left hash. Bridgewater resets, moves Davis, 1 on the play clock, and he has the snap. Sprints right, looking, loads up, slings it, complete to Anderson. Caught the ball at the 39 of Atlanta for a gain of 4.
Yeah, that sprint up to the right there. I thought it was a really good play call, but yeah, I thought he should have hit Curtis Samuel on the corner route much sooner than checking it down to Robbie Anderson on the stick smash route.
Samuel was open?
I believe he was, but my point of view looks pretty good up here.
Walker wide to the near side. Ends in tight. Bridgewater looking left and right pre-snap. 1 back. Handoff to Davis, angling right. The push yielded 2, 3, 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.5, we'll call it. With Walker in the game, you just start thinking reverse pass, double pass. Throw him a backward pass and let him check it downfield. Walker's got an incredible arm. I mean, the ball just leaps out of his hand.
And if nothing else, Vic, you got to think about all those things whether he does them or not.
Exactly. 1 point Panther lead, big play here. 3rd down, 3, Carolina. Got to get to the Atlanta 33 for the first down. 4:45 to go, second quarter. Bridgewater has the snap. It's a running play. Samuel only stopped a yard short. Samuel crushed just as he was starting to accelerate.
Special teams started to walk down the field with the field goal unit, and Matt Rule waved them off about a yard onto the field before they could even get out there.
Riverboat Matt. Not a great spot. Maybe it's just me, man. I'm seeing it too much through a Panther filter. I thought maybe Samuel had got to the 34. Here we go. Fourth down a yard. Carolina to go for it. Bridgewater in the shotgun. Two receivers to the near, one to the far. Panthers in all black, silver hats. Bridgewater takes a handoff, keeps the ball. Running right, in trouble. Tackled out of bounds, short of the first down.
That was really great discipline right there. I thought he should have given it, but again, we're calling it from up here. He saw the read. The DN, the outside linebacker, didn't collapse on it as hard. And again, Teddy made the judgment to keep the ball, but he couldn't get around the edge. It was just a really good play for the Atlanta defense.
Corey Lillicon, he's a leading tackler, has been really a bright spot on what's been a bleak year on defense for Atlanta.
So the read option type of a look on fourth down played well by the Falcons, and they have the football on downs. Trey Boston shifts to the middle of the field, right in the Panther logo. Low snap, but Ryan has it. Screen to Gage, right side. Gage to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Dropped by Boston at the Carolina 46. Yikes. Wide receiver screen. .336 to play, second quarter. 14-13 Panthers.
Yeah, and on that screen right there, you saw two guys outside, Sam Franklin, and then obviously Cornelder. Somebody needs to be outside, someone needs to be inside to help corral that screen.
Jones splits out wide to the near side, three receivers to the far. Ryan looking to the left side, throws short range, complete to Blake, and he's banged out of bounds at the 39. A pickup of 7. Stops the clock at 3:12.
Calvin Ridley went down that tunnel, and looking at his ankle, his return is questionable for the game.
Pretty good shot for the Panthers. Don't want to see anybody get hurt, but Ridley is a weapon.
If he wants to take 2 quarters off, that's okay.
Falcons seem to have gone away from Gurley. Hill's doing most of the work. Here's Hill up the middle, good yardage. Blocked to the second level by this O-line. And the surge finally stopped by the Panthers at the 30, first down. 9-yard gain. Atlanta's got a good shot here to lead at the break. 14-13 Carolina Panthers on their heels defensively. Brown and Roy inside. 6 run defenders in the box. Hill. Brown goes surf right over the top of him, but Hill quickly arrives, and Hill pummeled for a loss back to the 31. And they were at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. We take time out with the score, with the Falcons trying to drive not to the red zone yet, but they're at the 30. Carolina 14 and the Falcons 13.
A cancer diagnosis can leave you searching for the best treatments, the best doctors, even the best support groups. Fortunately, finding the best is easy. Atrium Health's Levine Cancer Institute is the region's only cancer program ranked nationally by U.S. News & World Report. And with more than 25 locations, you're never far from world-renowned doctors, the most advanced cancer treatments, and groundbreaking clinical trials that only we can offer. For the best cancer care, their choice is clear. Learn more at atriumhealth.org/cancer.
Hey Panthers fans, when it comes to game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, crowd-pleasing party platters, or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Plus, with Harris Teeter's fuel points, you'll earn free fuel with every purchase you make, up to $1 off per gallon. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of the Carolina Panthers.
Do you wish you had an amazing space to watch the Carolina Panthers play? Then you need to enter Alan Tate's Prowl Your Den sweepstakes to win a $10,000 Visa gift card. We'll help you bring the Panthers home as you transform your favorite room into the ultimate home gating hub. Whether you choose to deck out your patio in black and blue or build the perfect fan cave, the possibilities are endless. Enter Prowl Your Den now through October 29th at contest.alantate.com. See sweepstakes website for official rules.
Ugh, I have to do laundry when I get home. I have to lug all my clothes over to the washing machine. Then I get to put them in the dryer. And accidentally shrink my cashmere sweater again.
Motorcycles make everything exciting. And when Geico makes it easy to switch and save on motorcycle insurance, it's even more exciting.
I'm gonna fold all my socks into little balls! Yeah!
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
It's a game you can play for free. You could win $1,000. It's the FanDuel Gridiron Pick'em. You play every week directly from the Panthers app on your cell phone. Visit the Panthers app now to register, get your free account set up, and then get ready for your next game. FanDuel, official partner of the Carolina Panthers. How to be better on third down defensively, be better on first and second down. The early downs receiving some emphasis. 2nd and 10 Atlanta, the Carolina 30. First, tight end, right hand on the ground, just off of the right tackle's left shoulder. Hill the lone setback, Ryan on the back pedal, short set, and a slant complete right under Jackson's, complete to Blake. He'll be stopped short of the first down to bring up 3rd down and 4. Ball's at the 23 of Carolina. Third down and makeable. Hurst, Jones, and Allison go to the left. Now Allison shifts back into the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Big play right here. Ryan backs up, being pressured, climbs the pocket, starts a run, flags down, and so is Ryan at the 20.
Ryan Burns slamming his fist in the ground. Don't do that. He did that last year, hurt himself, but he was chasing Matt Ryan all through that pocket.
The penalties so far have been on the bad guys.
Defense number 42. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
That's why I make first penalty against the Panthers in this game.
That one on Sam Franklin. And it's expensive. It gives Atlanta a first down in the red zone to the 16-yard line. Falcons unbalance the line to the right with 2 tights. Blake the motion man behind Ryan. Ryan turns, takes a handoff, sets up to throw. Touch pass, Julio Jones to the right, knocked away at the last instant, almost intercepted. Oh, it was close. Jones double covered.
That was a really good job of them just playing their man, doing your job. Sam Franklin underneath, Dante Jackson running along with it. That was just a really good job of those guys both.
And looks at Gurley, doesn't pull the trigger, and that'll cost him. He is sacked back to the 22. And a flag down right after the play is over.
One of the Falcon linemen got pushed her behind and flopped at that smack, but he took a big old Hollywood flop with it after taking a little.
And looks at Gurley, doesn't pull the trigger, and that'll cost him. He is sacked back to the 22. And a flag down right after the play is over.
One of the Falcon linemen got pushed her behind and flopped at Alex Mack, but he took a big old Hollywood flop with it after taking a little shove in the back. He was getting into that.
range. Several times in this game tonight with the Falcons down 1 point, there have been Dante Jackson took a seat on the Atlanta bench after the interception. We've had pushing, shoving. We've had all the things you want with this NFC South rivalry. A bit of bad blood? Yes, sir. So, Hoff-Richter, the punter, on his right knee at the 26. This a 36-yard field goal try to give the Falcons the lead. The kick is on its way, pretty high, and it's good. And that's your second quarter. So with that field goal, the Atlanta Falcons go into the halftime locker room at Bank of America Stadium with the rain starting up again. Up by 2. It's the Falcons 16 and Carolina 14.
Smart decisions bring the biggest returns. Like the 2020 GMC Sierra, built on a foundation of professional-grade engineering that brings us strong performance year after year. Offering the world's first multi-pro tailgate. This tailgate takes innovation to the next level with 6 distinct functions that let you load, unload, and access the cargo box quicker and easier. Test drive a 2020 GMC Sierra today and experience a wise investment that really delivers. GMC, professional-grade truck of the Carolina Panthers.
The copyright of this broadcast on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network is owned by the Carolina Panthers. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Carolina Panthers is prohibited.
At Ortho Carolina, personalized orthopedic care goes beyond my appointment. Accessible, comprehensive, and compassionate. It's my care, my way. Schedule your appointment today at orthocarolina.com.
Carolina Panthers football is brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. Harris Teeter, where Panthers fans shop for groceries. Daimler Trucks, the leading commercial vehicle manufacturer in the U.S. Geico. Go to geico.com and in 15 minutes you can save 15% or more on car insurance. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Go Green Plumbing, Heating, and Air brings you the Carolina Panthers on Rock 92. The Piedmont's home for the Two Guys Named Chris show and your Carolina Panthers.
Fan refreshment of the Carolina Panthers.
Entertaining first half, back and forth in the first half it turned out, but Atlanta goes into the locker room a 16-14 lead over the Panthers here at halftime. We'll come back to the halftime highlights coming right up. If you've never tried FanDuel, then it's time to get off the sidelines and play FanDuel's Gridiron Pick'em. And you can play for free every week directly from the Panthers app for your chance to win up to $1,000. Visit the Panthers app now and register for your free account. Get ready for the next game. It's FanDuel, the official partner of the Carolina Panthers. Hassle-free halftime highlights are brought to you by Tire Pros of the Carolinas, home of the hassle-free guarantee and a wide selection of top tires. The Falcons will go right down the field opening drive on 4th, though, and half a yard. They decide to go for a 20-yard field goal. They get that from Koo, go up 3-0. Panthers will take the lead 7-3, though, on the Curtis Samuel touchdown run for the second week in a row.
3-0 Atlanta. Panthers on the march. First down the 11-yard line of the Falcons. One back, Samuel, and it's Samuel, rip it, run into the 5, cuts left, touchdown, Carolina Panthers.
7-3 Panthers with the lead there. Once again, Atlanta on the march, but it's F.A. Obata stepping up with one of the 2 Panther sacks in the first half of Matt Ryan.
Ryan brings him up, sets him down, trips to the near side, first the tight end to the right, and one back. On 3rd down and 10. Ryan from a muddy pocket. Yeah. He'll be taken down. Fair hug and dropped by Obata.
And once again, Atlanta would have to settle for a field goal on a drive. A Koo good from 37 yards out, 7-6. Panthers lead is down to 1. And the defense continues to make good plays for the Panthers in the first half. Dante Jackson with a pickoff of Matt Ryan.
Cover 2 look in the back for the Panthers. Ryan fakes play action to Hill. Lots of pass down the field. Intercepted. Picked off Carolina at the 40-yard line. Dante Jackson got it.
Dante with the interception would set up the Panthers offense. And a little bit of razzle-dazzle here on the flea flicker. It's Teddy Bridgewater again to Curtis Samuel and a 29-yard touchdown score.
Flanker right, split end left. Falcons crowd Carolina again. Here's the flea flicker. Davis flicks it back to Bridgewater, who targets Samuel. No, he did not. Yes, he did make the touchdown catch.
So 14-6 the score with that touchdown. Matt Ryan with a 13-yard run would cut the lead down to 14-13, and then Koo with a 36-yard field goal in the final play of the first half. Atlanta takes the lead into the locker room 16-14. Saving you money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for over 75 years. So what are you waiting for? After the game, get a quote at geico.com. We'll check the first half stats when we come back next at halftime with Atlanta leading Carolina 16-14.
Daimler Trucks North America manufactures the industry's best commercial vehicles, including Freightliner trucks, Western Star trucks, Detroit engines and integrated components, Thomas-built buses, and freight to Charlotte and every scenic test route